shared a lot of my, like tips and tricks, right? There was one person who actually went on and created his own training course, not doing well, but it got me damn pissed lah. Yeah, so so nowadays when I realize, especially when we are giving things for free, it's very important to protect yourself also. Okay, so anyway, my name is Joshua. For those people who don't know me, I think I haven't met. I met everyone, right? Jaron not in yet, is it?
Yeah, he is work. He's still at work. So
Oh, okay. That's too bad. Yeah, Joel. Actually, if you have any questions, yeah, just type, and I'll just take it as if you have acknowledged and you have heard me lah. Okay. Okay. So just some hi Hwan Song. Yeah. Yeah. Like Shen Xiang was actually sharing about some simplified Skype rules. Mute mic. We're not asking questions because there's some huge background noise like what you're hearing from Keith. Okay. Right. And any questions to type, ask out the question in Skype chat so that we can reply when we're actually done with that segment. Okay. All right. So I actually hope that you guys ask a lot of questions because during the first time, hey, wait, can someone text Jenkins? Yo, bro. Hold on, let me give him a call. Because once they miss this, I think the next time we're going to conduct this is maybe 1 to 2 weeks down the road. Keith, I think you didn't call Jenkins. I'm calling him now. Who like my face so much? Keith, what are you doing, Keith?
I'm trying to enlarge the screen, but I click on the snapshot button. Jenkins is.
Yeah, I just called him. Yeah, one moment.
Member on this call.
Zooming in on the leopard print ironing board. Obviously, I don't use that lah. Hey, wait. Did he give you his Skype ID? Maybe his Skype ID is different.
He's in the group. Or they are at the wrong Jenkins.
Hey, I don't see it. What's... Wait, I try to... Let me try to see. Apologize, guys. Keith, you never add him. Which Jenkins do you add? I don't see it.
Waiting for Jenkins to add him again.
You got add Hwan Song?
Yeah, Hwan Song is in.
Oh, okay.
You click on manage. Right, there are other participants, including Hwan Song and Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins Ang, link with mobile number 96481933.
Hwan Song in the house, yo.
96481933. Oh, I think you added the wrong Jenkins.
Yeah, when look for right Jenkins.
Wait, ah. Ayo, shit.
648. That's through the phone.
He cock lah. I think he He went in the wrong account. Okay, hey Keith, you all talk a while. I just call him to guide him in.
Not here. Huh?
Wee Kiang.
Yeah, I think everyone is here already.
Yeah, except Jenkins. Yeah, actually we have 10 packs. We could have used Discord. Yeah, the problem with this, I don't know if you guys have any suggestion, but the biggest problem with Discord is that you only can host 10 packs in a sharing screen session. Alright, so we have no choice but to Skype, but I think Skype is very problematic. Yeah, maybe you can Zoom. I haven't tried it before lah, so maybe that's something someone can actually recommend. Yeah. Okay, while waiting for Jenkins, Keith, if you can PM him, I'm going to start the session. Right. Anyway, he has been training before lah. Stuart, hey, your house still doing the pounding or not, Stuart? If they're doing the pounding at this time, because the previous time we called him, at this time they're still pounding. Oh, not now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so hi guys, my name is Joshua. For you guys who don't know me, I've been trading for 10 years, close to 10 years, and actually one of my motivations for the longest period of time was stepping on the path of entrepreneurship lah. Because when I was young, I stepped into sales, and sales changed my life. And after sales changed my life, I actually went into trading, and trading changed my life. I I made $200,000 from trading in my first 2 years, and that really helped my family to have a very decent life one. Yep. So after a while in 2004, just a very simple brief background about me, especially for some people. I mean, maybe some people who don't even know. In 2004, after I actually had a good trading record, I started with stocks and shares first. When I first started trading with stocks and shares, I was doing a very simple arbitrage strategy on the Singapore market, and I was making $10,000 to $15,000 on a monthly basis when I was 21 years old. So that was fantastic. But after that, the market changed a bit and I couldn't use that strategy anymore. Hi Jenkins, finally you're here. Okay. So I couldn't use the market anymore. I couldn't use that strategy anymore, and I transitioned to Forex. Sorry? Yes, can you hear me? Jenkins, mic test. Jenkins, can you hear? Jenkins?
Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm in the midst of sharing my myself as a person, right? Simple introduction first, okay? Alright, so that's when I did a very tough transition to Forex, because all the strategies and all the trading styles were different. It took me close to a 3 to 4 month transition before I stepped into Forex, and it took me around 6 to 9 months before I was profitable again in Forex. And in the midst of learning how to be profitable in Forex, later I can show you guys my trading strategy and the trading business plan that I did for myself. And maybe that's when you guys will know actually what it takes roughly to become a successful trader lah. Right. So when I first started trading Forex, that was in maybe 2012, 2013. At the start of 2004, people started to notice my track record because I had a very good run of around 5 months worth of a huge winning spree, and that was when I started to manage other people's money. At the start, I just wanted to learn how to trade for others, but it turned out to become very weird because I just took people's money and I guaranteed them a 1.5% payout on a monthly basis, guaranteed, regardless of whether I made or lost money. Okay, so that was quite crazy because in 2007, at the end of 2007, I was managing actually slightly over $2 million, and my biggest drawdown for 3 months was close to 200,000. No, sorry, I was managing $2 million, and my biggest drawdown in 3 months was 200,000. After paying out the money, my biggest profits were 200,000 to 300,000 at the same time on a monthly basis. So that became a very stressful period. And at the start of 2008, I actually returned all the money. I started to guide people to teach trading because I thought that was more meaningful. And in the path of entrepreneurship, I realized that there are two types of people. first type of person are the group of people that actually can do sales well, right? So they can, meet people, they can sell, they can do sales and business. I do have business platform to actually host them. Rather than that, there are some people, especially our good friend Keith over here. Oh, Keith, say hi.
Highly.
Right. So Keith is a more introverted personnel, right? And at the point of time when I actually started teaching trading, I realized that not every single one can do sales. And actually trading went very well for him. So he started $5,000 at the end of 2007, I think. And he ended 2008 December with around an account of $70,000 to $80,000. And he's one of our best testimonial that has been trading with us. So actually, if you talk about someone who's really committed in trading, sitting in front of the com and learning about trades, Keith is one of the few people that will actually be helping you very intensively. Like for example, for I think Stuart, Keith has actually run through your whole trading plan and your whole business plan already, right? And I'll say that. For Jenkin, we'll want to do that for you soon, especially those people who have finished your baby pips and you know the basics of trading. Okay, so in the midst of trust me anyway, feel free to type, in the midst you want to ask anything, you want to actually ask anything about my life, you want to get any information, because this session we follow a fixed format, and I'm just going to bring you through you guys the basic fundamentals of trading and some of the mindsets and some of the things that you guys need to know. Okay, so 2018, we actually had close to 20 traders. Of course, when we first started off, the whole flow, the whole knowledge that we have in teaching wasn't so good. So we had around 5 to 10 traders that washed out. Right now, we are proud to say that in the past 6 to 7 months, we haven't had any traders that busted their accounts yet, right? And we are doing well. Keith actually made 5% consistently on average per week, not per month, per week for the past 7 weeks. Yeah, so I think that's damn amazing, right? That's something that I haven't done in my first year of trading Forex also. So one commitment Keith has made is that do download Discord, guys, because Discord will be a very important tool that both Shen and myself and Keith will be using to guide the new traders through and to actually guide us through the whole process. Okay, so before I start the session proper, I just want to say something. Right now, Trading Works is the name of the company. Shen's name is not Trading Works, by the way. I have no idea why it represents since as Trading Works. All right, this guy with Trading Works is called Shen Qian. So Shen Qian is actually our Chief Technical Officer who's doing all the programming. In the future, your Autobots, your Signal service, your Excel spreadsheet calculators, every single thing is done by him. Keith is our key trader, and for me, I'm someone, okay? Right, so we actually do need funds because we are preparing a lot of resources like botting and stuff. And we do need, if you feel that whatever course that we are bringing you through has helped you to save money and help you to, become a profitable trader, do give any donations to us. We'll be very happy because the donations are actually needed to fund the company in order to maybe get to know you dinners and stuff to bring the community together. So that's what we're hoping to do, right? And Stuart, are you here, Stuart? Stuart here, right? Yeah, Stuart was just telling me whatever resources that he has learned in the past few weeks with us has already been more than the cost he actually paid for $2,000 to $3,000. Am I right, Stuart? Hey, actually, you can use your mic if there's no thumping sound. Right? Yeah, damn. The construction thumb until your mic spoil. Okay, right. So okay, let me start by just sharing about certain things because I feel that we need to get a few things out of the way first, and let's just share. I just want to share with you guys why am I so confident in trading. Okay, so the first thing is this: how many of you guys? Over here in the chat, I hope that you guys reply with yes or no's when we ask questions. Okay, so how many of you guys believe that trading will definitely net you profits? Or how many of you guys are still, slightly uncertain? Yes, no, just type it out. I just want to see. Yes, okay. So the good thing is that most of you guys are quite confident, I guess, that trading can actually, but not for you so far, okay? Right, don't worry, we'll fix that. Yes, in the long run, okay, very good. So I am very confident that trading will net all of us money, and that's something that we want to actually get out of the way first, because I think one of the biggest issues that all of us face is halfway through trading when we are not making money and we are facing a losing spree, we end up self-doubting ourselves and we end up questioning whether trading will make money for us. Even a senior trader like Shen Qian, after trading for 1 year plus, just 2 weeks ago, he had this exact question. right? Actually, is trading really suitable for me? Does trading really make money in the long run for me? Yeah, Shen Qian, correct? Shen Qian, you there? Mute your mic also. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so you realize that most people will have this concern halfway through. So let me share with you a very simple story between two of the most wildly successful traders that I've seen real life and I got to know real life. Hopefully, it inspires you guys to know that trading can be extremely profitable in the longest period of time. Okay, so in the past, first person that I got to know was a female trader, right? So I got to know a female trader when I was trading the Singapore market, and she was quite crazy. Her whole story was quite amazing. But at the point of time, I was scalping the Singapore market, and I was holding a position of 10 lots of DBS. I was long DBS, and 10 lots of DBS is around, at the point of time, 130,000 SGD. Of course, I was trading on leverage, right? So suddenly I received a PM, and this person PM'd me saying, please get out of DBS now. And I was very puzzled, I was very puzzled. Why are you so certain that, I should get out of DBS? And I asked her, why should I get out of DBS? Because it's looking good. She just said, trust me, you won't regret it. Just get out of DBS. Okay, so which I did. Finally, I closed my position. The next day, when the market opened, DBS tanked by 3%. Following day, another 3%. Following day, another 2%. So she saved me at least close to a 5-figure sum because of her advice, right? And I was very puzzled. So there was one fine day where I actually sat down and had a Skype session with her, right? So I was Skyping with her, and I just started to ask her questions, hey, why are you so confident that DBS will drop? And she just said this, the day before, the president of UOB Kay Hian gave her a courtesy call asking her to get out of DBS because UOB Kay Hian was selling their positions of DBS. Okay? And she was one of their priority customers because she has been trading huge amounts with them, and she was a treasure customer that the president had. And I realized, wow, rich people really have it easy because you get this kind of context, right? So I started to ask her, hey, wow, means you are trading quite big lots, right? How much were you trading in DBS? And she was like, quite big. Then, I was being the busybody that I was at the point of time, I have very low EQ, right? So I just continued digging. I just asked her, hey, how much do you make from this trade from DBS? And instantly she sent me a photo of a C-Class Mercedes. She was like, I full cash this car with the profits that I traded DBS with. That was like $200,000. Just one trade, $200,000 of profits netted in her pocket in just close to 2 weeks of holding. And I was just damn amazed. Okay. So this person, I started to ask her, hey, actually, what's your story? Because for you as a female, 30 plus years old, to be trading consistently, to be trading for a living, it's definitely not easier. So she started sharing her story to me, and this will take maybe 5 minutes. She just said, right, when she was young, and she's, I think 40 now, I haven't met her in real life, I only met her in Skype, and she just said this. When she was young, she studied diploma and she studied finance. So after halfway through diploma, she realized that, working for other people, and that was, mind you, that was in 1990s, she realized that working wouldn't give her what she wanted. And she decided to take a very extreme path out. So she left her diploma and she wanted to be a full-time trader, but she didn't have the money. So what she did was that for one entire year, she took on 3 jobs. Her dedication is crazy. She took on 3 jobs. First job in the morning from 8 to 3 or 8 to 4. Second job she worked from the night, and third job from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she was bartend, right? And within a year's time, she saved up $15,000 to $20,000. That's when she started her first trading account, starting every single thing, and she proceeded to bust her entire trading account within 3 months. Okay, so I was like, you're crazy, man. 1 year of effort just down the drain, right? Then she said, that's not the craziest part, because after I lost my entire trading account, I went back to work 3 jobs again. Right, and within 1 year's time, I saved up another $20,000. And at the point of time, $20,000 was quite a big sum of money, guys. $20,000. And she opened another trading account, and she just started trading, and she lost every single thing again. Okay, right. So I was like, wow. Okay, then most of you do something, right? She said, no, I repeated this process for not the 3rd time, but the 4th time. So she went 4th time, Gerald. 3rd time she busted again. And I think that most people who have maybe given up on the 3rd time, but she went on, and the 4th time, usually people like her will quit trading. Yeah, most people will quit. Most people will stop. But on the 4th time, she turned her 20K into 120K. And that's when her account snowballed from that. Her second year, her trading account became 300K, and she got noticed by a bank. And without a diploma, she got hired by the bank to become one of their prop traders. And she learned how to manage funds in the excess of $10 million. And because of the things that she learned in her process in the bank, after working in the bank for 5 years, she became a trader that's trading for herself. And as a female, she makes around how much was it? If I'm not wrong, annually 3 to 5 million just from trading. 3 to 5 million. Right? That's Keith's dream, right? If you can make 3 to 5 million from trading, that's fantastic already. And you know when who's that? TNT Sunrise withdrew $1 million from his trading account. It's such a big hoo-ha. Yeah, she makes 3 to 5 million on an annual basis. Okay, so why am I sharing this? Is because I want you guys to understand one thing. Professionalism is the key to succeed in any industry they are in, likewise in trading. For most people fail in trading because it's so easy to actually step in, and all you need to do is set up a trading account with your phone. You can treat it as a mobile casino, and most people bust their account from there. Remember I say that? So the whole idea is that if you treat it as a profession, you treat it as going for 5 years of high school, 5 years of university, then you grind hard for 3 years, you'll definitely make good money. So Jenkin, if you have busted before, burst, burst. Your stomach will burst, but your account won't burst. If your account burst, means it's a good thing, okay? Right? Burst means you grow your account by many times. If you bust your account, it's also a good thing because honestly speaking, I haven't seen a real successful trader that hasn't really busted the account before, honestly speaking. Right? And through busting your account, you learn the hard way about how to do proper money management. So it's fine. Second testimony I'm going to share with you guys is a professional even beyond some of your imaginations. This is the most dedicated trader that I know in my life. Okay, so this guy started trading, and right now he's I'm guessing he's 40 plus years old, 40 plus 50. He started trading in the late 1980s. Yeah, 1K to 10. No, it's not even 1K to 10 million. Let me share. Right. So, and the best thing was that how they did charting in the past. Right now, charting, you can see, we have computer screens, we have digital charts. Do you know that in the past, they used to hand draw their charts? They used to have a printer to print out their charts, and they need to add in the charts on a daily basis in order to do charting. So he started trading. Yeah, right. That's how trading used to work. They draw the charts by hand, they manual draw it. And right now, we are so fortunate that we have all the resources in the world. And sometimes you are even too lazy to use the proper charts on a daily basis as a profession, you see. So this guy, when he was young, he was quite lucky. I don't know whether it was luck or what, but he started trading with a $500 account. So that's why a lot of traders, when they always ask me, is it possible to grow a $500 account into $1 million account? I say yes, because I do have a very close friend that has done exactly that. So this guy, okay, sorry, not close friend. He's an Indian, fat Indian. He's quite irritating. His EQ level is damn low, but occasionally he's one of the best traders that I know in my life. So Keith, you're not recording, right?
Maybe.
Damn. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. Okay, so coming back, this guy actually started an account with $500, right? And in his first year of trading, and honestly speaking, he actually spent 10 hours a day without fail, even Saturdays and Sundays on trading. He turned his account from $500 into 15K. Second year, 15K into $200,000 in the rough range. So in 2 years' time, he actually turned $500 into $200,000. His third year was his first major drawdown, where he lost his 200K until 50K was left. Right? Fourth year, he actually went back to the drawing blocks, and that's when he actually made very decent income. So 50K, he turned into $500,000. Right? And fast forward until today, he hasn't done a single withdrawal of his trading account before. Never. And he's trading with a 80 million USD account. 80 million US dollar account. So from $500, he grew his trading volume all the way from 500 until 80 million. And you know what's the best thing? He has withdrew at least 50 million from his account before. So he has at least made 9 figures US dollar from trading. And at the point of time, the funniest thing, not 50 million, 109 figure, right, means 100 million and above. Yes, 100 million and above. All right, so I was quite lucky because I actually got to know him through a forum. We actually talked a bit, His nickname is called Tango. Tango with me. He's a weird guy. I think he used to work in a finance firm before, but now he's a full-time trader. So occasionally, because trading is a very lonely journey, guys, right? He always just craps with me, and we just talks. We just chat over the chat group. And one fine day, he was like, "Hey, bro, I'm holding a position that I think is too big for me. Can you just help me blind spot my position? Can you just run through all my position?" And I thought like he was trading for 10 to 20K account, right? When he screen shared me, I was like, holy shit. At that point of time, it was a $20 million account. His positions were in the hundreds of contracts, right? And he was at a point of time in a $200,000 deficit. So I actually ran through all his trades. I did a charting for all his trades. We cut some positions. We actually continued to hold some positions. And he actually saved a lot of money from that session. He saved close to $100,000 to $200,000. And that's when we became very close. So he was like, bro, I really need to bring you out for a treat, right? And we did. So he didn't book a restaurant. He was like, you just meet me at I can't remember what hotel, right? But yeah, I can't remember. Equinox. I think it's one of the hotels. I can't remember. Right, and he actually brought me to the highest hotel. I don't know what hotel is there. It's a quite prime hotel. It was a Saturday night, and there was a queue outside the hotel. Okay, there was a queue outside the hotel. And when he walked up to the waiter, he took out an Amex black card. He passed it to the waiter. We instantly got a VIP reservation seat, right? And that day was the day that I actually ate the most expensive steak of my life and drank the most expensive red wine of my life. He gave me a $3,000 treat. So the total meal, 2 people, was $3,000, and he treated me, right? So that's when I actually got to hear his story about how he built up every single thing. Right now we are staying in contact, right? So I started to ask him actually what sets him apart as a trader, and I found out about his lifestyle as a trader. Okay, so his lifestyle is really quite sick, because did you know that even until today, he's 43 years old, right? I can't remember, I didn't ask, 40 plus years old, right? He still wakes up on a daily basis at 7 o'clock, uses 1 hour to prep his charts. He starts trading exactly at 8 o'clock. He ends trading at around, he trades for around 10 hours a day, right? So he ends his trading day at around 6 to 7. He'll take the next 1 to 2 hours to study and read up and brush up on his skills. And he does this, right, from Monday to Saturday. Saturday, he reviews his entire trades. Sunday is the only day that he has half day with his family. Now, I'm not asking any of you guys to be like him, right? He spends until today still around 60 hours a week on trading, right? But for him, he has kids, he has 2 kids, he has a wife, and he just say, my wife can take care of themselves, my kids can take care of themselves. This is my career. I'm going to do it until I'm 60 years old, and I like doing it, right? And nothing's going to stop me from doing this habit, right? Because this is the habit that makes me successful. He finishes 2 books every month, trading books. He spends, he actually has, if I'm not wrong, clocks at least 50 hours of podcasts and videos a month to upgrade himself, right? To actually learn about trading. So think about it. Even a person who has made 100 million from trading before, he's still saying, I'm committing this time and effort to trading on a daily basis. And this is why he's heads and shoulders above people. Some of the screenshots that I actually sent in the Trading Pros group, you all can see, right? Right. So some of the screenshots that I sent, maybe let me send one of the screenshot to the new traders group. I think I sent some before. Right, some of it, he actually gave me a screenshot that he was actually on a $2 million profit on gold, right, grand total. And this is how much he's making. He's making very good money as a trader. So the main question is this. I hope that all of us, after hearing this story, have a very simple mindset, right? And I hope all of us reply to this, because it's a commitment to yourself, right? If you guys have decided to learn trading, right, my deepest sentiment to all of you guys is to make trading a profession of yours and to treat trading really seriously. Because if you are willing to put in the effort, you'll definitely be very successful, and you'll be much more successful than your peers around you, and people definitely want to learn from you. So if you feel that this is a commitment that you want, just type a yes over there. Because I feel that this is the first step to commitment in your mindset. Yeah. Okay, so very good. I mean, so now let me just start by running you guys through some simple tips and tricks of trading. And what I'll do is now screen sharing with you guys, right? The screen. Okay, so for every single one, y'all can see my screen, right? All can see on history. Yeah, I'll share that with you. Actually, I like gay porn, if you didn't know. Hey, shit, it's recorded. Hello. Cancel. Hey, Keith, get rid of that part.
Oh.
I'm kidding, guys. Okay, so first thing is, of course, I think that one of the best areas to actually learn and refresh your forex history is to learn from babypips.com. It it took me a long time before I actually found this site, and I think that that's one of the best ways for us to actually learn trading, because yeah, the whole course is very structured and it's very easy to read. And most of the things that we want to actually share with you guys, the basic fundamentals and the basic knowledge will be actually found over here. Okay, so Keith has actually sent a requirement about where to read until. I hope that you guys have read it read it to that area. Okay, second, one of the key things that I would love you guys to take note is this thing called economic calendar. So this is what I use, investing.com economic calendar. I would encourage you guys to sign in or sign up, because that's when you can actually set your timing and record your timing properly. Set it to GMT +8 Singapore. That's Singapore's timing. And you can look at all the major events that's happening for the week. Okay, next week, you can see, for example, next week, just care about the 3-star informations. So you can see Aussie dollar RBA meeting minutes. This will move the Australian dollar heavily. Your pound average earning index, this will move the pound heavily. So take note of this. Yeah, Forex Factory is fine. Yeah, this actually helps me to be prepared for the upcoming market, so that I don't put too tight stops where trades just totally stop me out. Joel is recording the call. You guys are waiting for me to reveal more dark and dirty secrets, I see. Okay, so yeah, this is one very important thing that we use. And the third thing is this. Okay, so TradingView. Go to, I'm just going to type it here, www.tradingview.com. Okay, so tradingview.com is one of the platforms that we use to do charting. And I think it's more comprehensive than your MT4 charts most of the time. I would love to encourage you guys to use this to do chartings. And I will give you guys most of the example about chartings from here. Okay, so what's the good thing about TradingView again is that you can go to trade ideas. Okay, and when you guys go to trade ideas, what happens is that you can go, I normally go to popular ideas, and you can learn from the best traders. Like for example, this is a harmonic trader. You can see Euro Yen has completed a harmonic bad pattern. The entry is here. Your stop loss is here, and most of your TP1, TP2 is here. They will even follow you through the trade to let you see the latest new bars. You can see that this trade actually hit TP1, and they will tell you the reason why they entered. A very good example of someone that we really like for example, you can choose to follow is this guy called Jack Chang. Okay, TNT Sunrise. I don't know why I'm doing promotion for him, but why TradingView is solid is because you can follow people with this kind of trades. For example, right, you can see that he says, GBP double inside bar breakdown, right? From there, it's going to go down, right? He will tell you, sell pound now, stop loss above this, you're aiming for this, he'll update you according to the trades. And I think that that's a lot of effort. So you can see he will actually follow through the trade with you, and you can see what happens to the trade. It really went down all the way from there. Amazing. You see? And this was the exact turning point that he have. So TradingView is a very good platform for you to learn from the best traders. And because for me, I realized that my strategy might work for some of you. I will do more mentorship with you guys. But the key thing is that you guys have different strategies that you guys are trading, and I can't possibly guide every single one in different trading strategies. So it's very good for you to self-learn trading strategies with different traders that you think are superb. I always tell people, you can see his face so cocked, right? If you can make it, all of us can. Or Shen Qian. Shen Qian confirm look more handsome than him. But when you put them close together, they actually look quite similar.
Yeah, man. We're in China.
Okay, so second thing, we actually do have an official TradingWorks account, which is headed by Keith. So the followers are quite. We just started an account. We just posted 8 to 9 trades. So currently we are actually building up every single thing, right? If you want to actually receive prompt updates from some of the trades that we have, you can choose to follow him. And I think that Keith has been trading quite fantastically, and you guys can actually get on the spot updates by following him also lah. Okay, so like I said, I like trade ideas because when I don't have a lot of ideas for trading, you can see I can actually just look at how people are doing charting. I can learn from it. I can analyze it, and it actually trains my idea. So you can see different channels. You can see this guy. I suspect this channel will break because he has hit the top channel, and most likely will fall down. Let's see what happens. And oh, prices didn't move. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you guys understand roughly, right? Any questions so far? Please, any questions? We take the next 1 minute for next few minutes for people to ask questions. Any questions? Don't be shy. Anything? Go and Jenkins are typing. Type very long. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Do you always have a set of charting techniques you use? Yes, I do. I am currently trading with a few things. So currently I'm trading structural patterns and breakdown retest strategies. Okay. So later I'll be actually showing you guys how I trade. And yes, if you're relying on too many indicators, I would generally it's not wrong to use too many indicators, but it's very confusing. So normally I use indicators as an indicator only. I don't use it as an entry criteria. You realize that I do have RSI and stochastics over here, but I only use it as a timing strategy. Nowadays, I'm trying to move away from it and just to look at the charts blindly and to do naked charting. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys later is what I do, which is pure naked price action charting. And I think that that's one of the skill sets that is very reliable and the hit rate is very high. The biggest problem about price action charting is that it's a bit subjective. For newer traders, you don't have a set of rules to follow, right? And it's hard for you to actually replicate it straight away. But once you get it, you'll be able to trade very frequently and stuff. So when I say things like double top, double bottom, head and shoulder, wedge, triangles, channels and stuff, I hope that you guys understand, because if you have read Baby Peeps, you should understand. And I will start. Sometimes we end up seeing the trends we want to see. Yes, exactly. So that actually requires a lot of experience. And this is why we are actually taking time out to do personal mentorship sessions, which I think Hwan Song actually went through before. Right. So the personal mentorship session can actually, for me, I actually run through all your trades. I will see whether you're doing your charting properly, and I'll give you advice as a more senior trader. And most of the time when people go through personal charting sessions, they actually become much more proficient in trading. Okay, so what's going to happen is now this. Let me share with you my trading philosophy first. Okay, trading philosophy. So there's two things that you guys need to know for a trading philosophy. First, right, there's only 5 outcomes of a trade. 5 outcomes. I'm going to switch it back to my face first, okay? So look at my face. There's 5 outcomes to a trade. I'm just going to type this down. First is what I call a big winner. Second is a win, normal. Third is break even. Fourth is you have a loser. And fifth, you have a big loser, okay? So you realize one thing. The key thing about trading, the first step towards trading is just, very simply put, cutting away the big losers from your trading life. If you manage to cut away the big losers and you can control your big losers, I can guarantee you something. You will most likely be already a profitable trader, although marginally. Okay? Right? You guys must know that this is one of the utmost important rules in trading. If you are able to cut away your big losers, I guarantee you, generally in the long term, you're already making money. That's the first thing. But most traders are unable to cut away their big losers because of emotions and psychological issues. And this is why your money management rules comes into play very strictly. So for new traders, depending on your account size, most people, I do not recommend a stop loss more than 2%. Okay? Normally, if you are just learning and just starting off, I will just encourage a 1% stop loss, meaning to say if you have a $500 account, you maximally can risk $50. If that's 1%, $100 if that's 2%. Okay? Max risk per trade. Okay, then from then on, once you have your max risk per trade, I always give people a rule, which is the max drawdown per week, right? So in the case of $50, I would say it's 4% and 8%, okay? So $200 and $400 per week. What happens over here, it means you actually have circuit breakers in place, you realize? Every single time you're having a bad week, things are not working for you, you instantly cut all of your losses, you stop trading, you go back to the drawing block, you find out what are you doing correctly or wrong, and if you are doing nothing wrong, you proceed again, right? It's very common to have this, but it's very important to break a losing spree and to minimize your losses, okay? Understand that so far? Secondly, and hey guys, anyway, feel free to type your questions if you have any questions so I can answer it when I come to a break in any segment, okay? Right, really, we entertain any questions, and the best way to learn is by asking questions that's tailored to yourself. Okay, so second thing, for me, I like to let my big winners run. So the key thing is that I actually do a lot of adding strategy, and I actually hit my home runs hard, and I'm not afraid of one of my small winners going to break even or becoming a loser. I will not let go of a big winner. That's one of my psychology of things. So you realize, and all of the people who have been trading realize that if normally the trades that move your account, right, are the ones that are the big winners. For example, Shen Qian has been on a slight losing spree, right? But one trade on Euro USD actually helped him to make back and his entire losses plus more, and his account actually grew. Right, so for example, Asaf had a trade that ran for 700 pips, just 0.01 contract. He actually made close to $90. That grew his account by close to 10%. And by hitting home runs, by hitting big winners, are the key to actually letting your account grow fast. Yeah. Okay, so no questions about money management, right? This is okay. Of course, we require you guys to set your rules very clearly for yourself. We'll run through your rules, but this is a rule of thumb that we should always follow. Second thing, now let me talk about price action. What does price action mean? In order to understand price action, there's a few things you need to understand. Maybe in the future when we do courses, this is the content that we'll run through. First, we need to understand about candlesticks. So candlesticks, like for example, I'm just going to zoom in at a pair, right? So you can see this is a candlestick, right? So this is what we call the body. A red candlestick means right. Okay. Actually, if you guys don't understand, go and do baby peeps, because we are not running a basic course over here, right? So this is what we call the body. This is what we call the wick, and candlesticks actually give you a lot of ideas about where the market is going to move. So price action focus heavily first on candlesticks, secondly on structures. So structures like your triangles, your head and shoulders, your wedge, your channels, your trend lines, your bullish engulf, bearish engulf, 3-bar reversals, your 3 advancing soldiers, your hanging man, your whatever. Those are structural candlestick patterns also. Okay, so we will actually be using this purely to actually look at the charts and to actually understand how to actually do a charting properly. Okay, is that okay? Right. On top of that, there's something that you guys must understand. Okay, so the market moves in only 3 directions. First, it goes upwards. 废话, right? Second, it goes downwards. Yeah, I'm talking some gibberish now, you see. And third, it goes sideways, which is what we call consolidation. Okay, and this is very important because in order to actually make consistent money, generally the rule of thumb is to trade with the trend, right? If the market is going upwards, never take a downward position. If the market is going downwards, never take a long position. If the market is going sideways, you can open both, but you don't have a very high percentage margin. So the best traders are always trading long in an upward market and trading short in a downward market. Very simple, right? For in the poker terms, for people who play poker, it's like playing an ace-king suited and ace-king offsuit. You have that extra 3 to 5%, right? To make yourself profitable as a trader, you must grab it. Okay, that's something that all of you need to understand. Okay, and the best thing is that when it's going upwards and downwards, we call it that the market is trending, right? Trending markets only happen 20% of the time. Consolidating market, which is sideways market, happens 80% of the time. So you realize that prices rarely move, but once it moves heavily. Prices will move sideways most of the time, but most of the time it doesn't go anywhere. Understand that so far? Any questions? Any questions? No? Okay, so very good. What's going to happen now is that I'm going to explain one more thing, right? So how do you determine whether a trend is going upwards, downwards, or sideways? Okay, so you all need to understand there's this criteria. In order for a pair to be trending upwards, you must see something called a higher high, higher close. That's the first criteria, and you must make a higher low and a higher close. So this is what we call HHHC, HLHC. The opposite is true if the market is going downwards. You want to see it making a lower high, lower high, sorry, lower low, lower close, and a lower high, lower close. Okay, and this is one very important homework which I hope that all of us understand. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a very simple illustration. Right now, I'm on CHF JPY on the 4 hour. Okay. I will encourage again all of you guys to actually trade on the daily first thing. So I'm just going to do this. You see, what happens from here? Okay, I'm just going to start from here. So you can see prices actually from this is a high. It made a lower low. You can see a lower low. Prices hasn't closed here at all, and a lower a lower close and a lower low and a lower close. Can you all see that? So because it has made a lower low and lower close, I will have determined that the trend will most likely have changed, is headed downwards. Then you can see, oh, prices made a high, but this high is lower than the previous high. And the close is lower than any of the closings of the previous high also. Okay, I will elaborate further when I go on. Then it made a lower low again. Lower low, lower close. Made a lower high. You can see this is what we call a downward trending market. Lower low, lower high, made a lower low, lower high, and a even lower low. Then from then on, you can see now what happens is that once it dropped like that, prices didn't make a lower low, it didn't make a lower high. So I'll say that this is the range that we are looking at now. Okay, this is the range. Every single thing that is in this range will be considered as consolidation for this panel. Prices has trended downwards, is in a consolidation phase. What will I do from there? Okay, so trend, you can see it didn't make a lower low, it didn't make a lower high, it didn't make a higher high, it is consolidating. Okay, so from here, it didn't make a lower low again because this is the zone we are looking at. And you can see generally over here what happens is that there is a channel that is being formed and prices are generally making higher highs from there. I would actually be betting that CHF JPY will be going upwards. Yeah. Okay, so you guys can start understanding what does lower low, higher high mean and how to actually predict prices to move from there and to actually make very accurate trades moving forward. Okay, so one of the very simple way to learn, and this will most likely consist of another 20 to 30 minutes of our time, would be now I'm going to do a live chatting session with you guys about how I trade. First objective, of course, is to give you guys confidence that it's not that hard to make money. Secondly, is to let you guys understand some of my thought process, and I'll try to elaborate it as simple as possible. Okay, so since Philemon was the last to reply, can you just choose a pair that you most likely trade that most likely I do not know of, right? Like then we'll just do a charting on a pair. Come on, choose a pair. Any pair. Any forex pair. Aussie, oh, boring, but okay, let's do it. Aussie USD, right, and NZD USD, yes. Okay, let's choose something more exotic that I definitely haven't charted before, right? Okay, so let's do a. Okay, let's try that. Fuck, what is this? Okay, this is a challenge, okay? And I'm just going to prove that price action works on every single fucking pair. Tekan, this one. That's Stuart, right? So if this doesn't work, I don't know. Honestly, I've never done Noxic before. Noxic, yeah. Noxic sounds like some Hokkien. Okay, So right now I'm going to even remove all indicators. You guys are not going to see anything, you see. Right, and I'm just going to do something called naked charting, right? No indicators will help me. Right, of course I do like to use some indicators, but I feel that is counterproductive sometimes. Can someone say stop? Type stop. When I see the first stop, I'm going to stop the screen at anywhere I am. I'm just scrolling backwards all the way. Do I see a stop? Okay, stop. Somewhere here. Hey, but USD look damn ugly lah, guys. Very hard to do charting lah. What's so ugly? Yeah, what the fuck is this? Okay. Abandoned project, guys. Maybe a less exotic pair, guys. Yeah, less exotic. Okay, at least you all give me a pair. I follow silver quite closely. I follow USD SGD quite closely. I'm just going to be honest and pick a pair that I really don't follow closely. Okay. So just pick a pound pair. I don't follow the pound pair closely. Do you all want a pound CAD, pound CHF, pound GPY, pound NZD, or pound SGD? Pound NZD. Okay, pound NZD. Let's do a pound NZD. Okay. So I want you guys to say stop when you guys are ready. Say stop. We are in November. Okay, okay, we're going to start from here. So this is November 10. Impossible, because I didn't even trade Forex in November 10. Okay, so I wouldn't definitely not know the charts at all. And we are just going to try to predict the actions. Okay, on top of that, I'm going to remove all my drawing tools. Okay, so to make it totally clear, I have done zero charting on this chart before. There's zero price areas that I will definitely not know of any of the areas. Okay, so in the first place, what will happen is that what you want to do is to actually look at all the key structures of the chart. So first thing you'll see that this is an area, right? This is a key zone that most likely is a resistance that we have. Then we do have what looks like a downward channel from this area. You connect the tops of it, correct? And on top of that, you can see that there is a very strong horizontal line somewhere over here which broke down. Okay? Okay, all right, so and from then on, what will happen is that you guys will most likely want to see, you guys want to start doing your top to bottom. And you can see that generally now what's happening is that is in a very heavy downtrend. Downtrend went up. It continued to make lower lows. It didn't make new highs. Okay, and what happens from here is that you can see another trend line. Okay, the biggest problem with this is that I cannot move the charts really easily. You can see a very nice trend line over here that we might be looking to short when prices actually hit. Okay, I'm just going to zoom out the chart a bit so that you guys can see. And over here again, looks like what we call a double bottom. And prices might rebound from this double bottom into it. So it's very subjective. I would like to see how prices react to this channel and trend line. If not, I might be looking for a short somewhere here. This is the immediate resistance that we see. Okay, so you can see actually what I do is that I trade very clear support resistance channel charts. And I'm just going to go bar by bar, and I'll tell you if I'm going to short or long any of the pair. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, I've definitely shorted this area, but since we missed it, you can see, right? Okay. Okay, wait. This made a triple bottom. The pop-ups. I don't think I can long this. It's definitely, it looks like, oh, I don't know, man. Let me think. Yeah, I don't, honestly, I don't think I'll do anything with this. I think that it's going to break down. Yeah, the probability of it actually going downwards is very high. I might even short. if it makes a very bearish bar. Okay, so you can see what happens here is what we call a confirmation of a breakdown of this support zone that we have. I would, okay, you can see a very bearish bar. So this bar open here, close here without much wick, and it totally closed below the support area. So I would say that most likely the prices, the next 2 to 3 days, we are going to see very bearish movement. Yeah. So I would just take a bet, okay? I'll just take a bet here. And I'll just say I'll short this. And you can see where you can see the prices I'm shorting at, you can see. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to short here. My stop loss is going to be at the top of the bearish bar. And I'm going to aim to take profits. Why is the thing so ugly? Wait, can I? Yeah, I don't see. Okay, I'm going to shift it down. And I'm guessing my take profit will most likely be around the, just a 1-to-1 zone, somewhere here. Okay, and I would want to see prices drop at least for the next 2 days. Short-term trade, because I expect a retracement back into the support zone before maybe another potential short. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, you can see we are deep in profits already. We are at 100 pip profit over here, 150 pips. And wow. Does this considered hitting my TP? Yeah, okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna hold again. Okay, when I see this, one moment, I got a call. One moment. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so traffic police. Okay, so what happens here is that because there's a double doji bar, I think that it's right for reversal. I'll most likely take my profits off already. Okay, I wouldn't be shorting this. I wouldn't be long. I wouldn't be buying this also, but I would have taken my profits, and you can see this trade actually worked out well. Okay, so yeah, prices shot up. It shot up right to the retracement zone. But the biggest problem with this is that you can see it's too strong. The bar is too big, right? It totally engulfed the previous bar, and I'll wait for a confirmation if prices stay around this zone before I go for a short. So I will not short this bar. Prices went up. This zone isn't a good zone to short anymore. And yeah, I'm not okay. First thing, I'm not looking at any longs for now. I'm looking at only shorting this pair, and I'm looking at different areas to short the pair at. Okay, a potential area now that I see to short the pair will be a trend line here. You all can see trend line. If it hits the trend line that I'm looking at, most likely I will go short on it. It hit the trend line. But this is a very strong bar with momentum. I wait for one more bar. Oh yeah, the trend line isn't well drawn. Yeah. Okay. I honestly would short on this bar. I would short. Yeah. You can see why would I short on this bar is due to the zone being very strong. We have a very strong zone over here, coupled with a trend line resistance. Does trend lines go through wicks? If I feel that as long as there's no full bar closing above the trend line, it still works. But it's still, without further confirmation, yes, I will short because I see a slowdown in momentum for this already. Or I mean, like I said, if you guys want to play it safer, you can wait for another confirmation bar. Let's wait for confirmation bar, okay? Since I'm teaching good habits for traders over here, let's wait for confirmation bar. Thanks for mentioning that, Han Song, okay? So, okay, exactly, you can see we do have a confirmation bar over here. I will take it short right at the market. Yeah, we'll lose out some trades. So you can see this is a very nice trade because now we have now we have a confirmation. We have a trend line, and it actually hit a zone before dropping. So my stop loss would be just above the previous high, which is this. Okay, I'm just gonna move it back so that all of you guys can see. Right, you can see this, and I'll be honestly aiming for a new low below, just the low, just this low. Okay, so wow, damn ugly. I hate it when I do this kind of charting because I just need to key in the areas that I would. Okay, so we are aiming for a home run here. I'm gonna aim, since this is teaching sessions, I'm gonna aim for just above the round number support. And what do I mean by round number support is that every single round major resistance, like 2.000, right, is a psychological support that you realize prices might hold most of the time also. You can see actually this, in a sense over here, this area bounced on the round number support. There was totally no support before that, but prices bounced and it went up. Okay, so that's a short-term support. Let's see whether prices will work out. I'm aiming to take profits over here. This is a 900 pip trade with a 200 pip stop loss. Okay, so prices, okay, drop heavily from here. It didn't get stopped out. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I should have taken some profits, I guess. Okay, so what happens with this, right, is that, yeah, I got stopped out. My target was too big. I got stopped out here. But then again, what happened because of the change of trend, I'll be looking to go long now. Yeah, I've definitely taken some profits here on the big red bar, right? But I mean, just for guidance sake, I'm just going to go very long term in the charting so that all of us, we can learn together. Okay, so I would be preparing. Okay, wait. Again, now you can see this zone that we are looking at. So what happened now is that there is a trend line breakup. The trend line is this. You can see the lowest point to the trend line. I'm just going to project it upwards. Because of the breakup, I expect prices to hit. Okay, I expect prices to hit somewhere here. Right? I expect prices to hit somewhere here, and I'll be looking at chances to long. And you can see this is a very fantastic zone. Fantastic zone to long is retracing into my zone. And you can see that prices has been getting rejected for a while. Yeah, I wanted a long here. Fuck. Yeah, so I would actually have keyed in an order, a long order at the end of the bar. My stop loss will be at the end of the channel, which is somewhere here. And I'll be aiming for this. You still remember the previous time where we talked about this resistance zone? So I'll be aiming just before the resistance zone at our target will be 2208. Okay, 2208. And let's see what happens. Okay, prices hit my TP. Can you all see? Prices hit my TP. This will have netted 700 pip trade. Okay, 700 pip trade. It would have been a 1 to 6 trade. 1 to 6. Okay, so now it's very uncertain. I will feel that prices are sideways. I'll see how they react from this structure over here. I would actually reverse the trade after seeing this 2 pin bar. Yeah, I would reverse the trade. I would reverse the trade. Yeah, I will short here. I will short at this pin bar. My stop loss would have been at just above this, and I would be aiming for this area over here. Can you all see? So there's a horizontal resistance that is quite strong that we saw. So we are aiming for that. So the take profit should be just below the area. So we are going to see whether this works out. One, okay, drop nicely. Second, no, okay, so this trade is still valid because I didn't see a bullish engulf. It didn't cover my entire bearish bar. You see a bearish engulf. It dropped, it hit my TP. Hit my TP, this trade worked out well. And it hit my TP before it made a bullish engulf. So, oh my gosh, I'll actually go long here. yeah, our fuck. But the stop loss is gonna be huge for this trade. Yeah, I mean, like I said, since we are teaching you guys, I'm gonna go long here. It's definitely a good risk to reward. I'm gonna go long at the closing of the wick. My stop loss is gonna be below the bullish bar, and my target is gonna be a new high from here. Projection to be let me I don't know. I would say maybe somewhere here. Yeah, my take profit will be somewhere here, slightly extended. Oh, okay, so I accidentally exposed it. Yeah, so I will have hit my target again. I will have hit my target with this big bar and prices turn. I mean, I'm not looking to go for a short now. I'm looking to still go long on this pair. Unless it breaks this area, I might be thinking about where I can short. Okay, so yeah. Now what happens is that I'm looking for a short. Now wait, let's go back to okay. Yeah, there's totally no areas. One very simple plan for a short would I hope to see this pattern, you see. So I hope that prices, again, you can see I'm playing around this zone that I mentioned before. I want prices to drop below this zone, then prices to go up and retest the zone before I short this pair. And most likely with this short, I can be looking at the most recent. This is not a long trend. You can see the trend actually, the bigger trend is actually short. You can see it didn't make a new high. And it made a new low. So this is a short-term long, middle-term short. Yeah, this one is short already. Okay, so I would like to see this structure where it goes down, retests, and drops before I enter. Okay, so let's see what happens. It drops, yes, it's dropping well. It did retest. Oh fuck, it did retest. Okay, I mean, let's wait a while. Okay. Fuck, too strong a bar. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll enter this. I'll short. No, yeah, I'll short right at the closing. Okay, I'll short right at the closing. My stop loss will be somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here. And like I said, my take profit will be most likely the recent low. And you'll see, so I'm just going to put it here. And this is going to be a 1,000 pip trade. 1,000. If I hit this, just treat me a cup of coffee, okay? Okay, very nice bearish engulf that we see over here. This gives me confidence that the trade is going to go well. I would have, okay, if I see this, I would have shifted my stop loss down to this area. You can see I'll shift my stop loss down and let the trade run so that my losses are minimized. Then, wow, nice, nice. No, yeah. I'll still hold short. Oh, fuck, wait. Nah, yeah. It's still bearish. I'm going to hold it. It's still bearish. I'm going to hold it until, yeah, it's still bearish. This is so tiring. Okay. Wow. We actually hit our target lah. Yeah, we hit our target. And with this very big bearish move, you can see the candle is very bearish, very bearish. So we are actually most likely, okay, when I see prices move like that, what will happen is that, again, my prediction, I expect to see a short-term bounce, a very short-term bounce, maybe to this area. Okay, from here, bounce to here. And we can actually think about going short at maybe the 2035 area. If it reaches here, we can go short, and I expect it to make a downwards breakdown. I'll expect it to make a new low. Okay, so that's my prediction about how prices are going to go. My trading plan, three ways now. First, it rebounds. I short it all the way down. Or secondly, it just breaks down all the way. I wait for it to retest this zone before I short it again. Okay, so these are my two only trading strategies for now. How do I determine the resistance line? You can see. You can see this zone. This zone has been quite strong. You can see. So prices has been trying to reverse many times over here. I'll say that this is my key support turn resistance. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So let's see whether prices hit. Okay, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't. So this constitute a lower low, lower close already. I will be looking for chances to re-enter. And yeah, this has constituted a downwards breakdown, which I think will go to, will bring New Zealand dollars, pound kiwi to goodness knows where, because this is the final frontier. So, okay, you actually see now a very big green bar. New trading idea is this trend line. No, let me just, let's draw this trend line this way. Okay, if it ever touches this trend line, I think I will short. Okay, guys, I don't think I'll wait for the trend line. I'll be shorting on this doji. You can see, this is what we call a graveyard doji. It made a double top. You can see the two tops over here. Yeah, you can see double top. I expect it to give a downward breakdown, and my stop loss will be quite safe. So yes, I'll be looking at most likely a short over here. Short over here. Oh, yeah, I'll show over here. I think this is good enough. So I'll enter a short on the closing. My stop loss would be, I'll give it some allowance. So you realize that we are trading the zone. I would just put it somewhere here, okay? And since prices are very far down, now because of this downward breakdown, I would actually, let's go a bit crazy. Let's go a bit crazy. I want to take the top to the breakdown zone and try to portray downwards all the way. Let's see whether this will hit target. Because this is by right the original take profit of this trade. But guys, where's the line? Okay, let's see whether we can do this. No lah. Okay. Wait, let me reanalyze again. Yeah, it's a head and shoulder breakdown. No head and shoulder. Wait. I think this is too ambitious, guys. I feel scared. Let me take back what I said. And yeah, let me just, okay guys, let's not be too ambitious or let's aim for this I think somewhere here will be good Okay, so you all can see I shorted on doji. Yeah, I'll be aiming for this. So prices made a very nice 3-bar reversal. I could even move down my stop loss to this area, and it will still be a very safe trade. Prices crash again. It made a new low. Came back up to retest. This area would have been again a very decent entry for people who missed the first trade. It continued dropping. Nice. Yeah, and it actually hit my target. Oh. Okay, so, and honestly speaking, I think it's still gonna yeah, right. So what's going to happen is that I'm just going to keep finding chance to short. Yeah, to short pound kiwi. Oh fuck. I'll wait a while. I'll wait a while. Okay, I'll short here. I'll short here. Definitely short here. I'll short here with a stop loss above the wick. Okay, right above the wick. And I'll aim for more recent low. Same. Okay, so let's see what happens. Prices turning. Good sign. It went down. Went down. Okay, guys. Whenever I see a 3-bar reversal on a daily like this, I'll be thinking about how to take profits already. So actually, I'll close my trade here, and not let my trade run. Okay, I'll close my trade here, because I think that prices are going to head up. Oh, it didn't go up. Oh, it went up. Okay, now it's a bit confusing. There, these 3 bars, you can see, one down bar, doji, and a green bar that engulfs the previous bar. I can't short this, man. Yeah, I can't short this. Yeah, I can't short this. It's going to make a new high. Okay, so I am planning to go long now. I'm planning to go long. Yeah, I'm planning to go long. You can see a trend line here. I hope that prices retest the trend line to give me a chance to long. Okay, I think this has retested the trend line. No, it's floating. Wait. Fuck, man. Yeah, guys, I'll long this. My stop loss, I don't know. This one, no structure for me. I mean, the closest structure is here. And I'll be aiming for a new high, because you can see there's a upward trend line here. So I'll aim for this. This is most likely a 1 to 2 trade. Stop loss doesn't need to be so big. I think that most likely you can have a tighter stop loss. I think I'll still be safe. When I say tighter, this is close to 200 pips already, so actually it's not tight. But let's see whether it hits the top of the trend line, because I can visualize a channel forming here. Okay, so I can see this channel, and yeah, prices turn. Oh yeah, hit the top of the channel, top of the trend line. I take profit there, and again, I want to aim for a retest of the trend. Did it retest? It retest. Okay, retested. So again, I'm going to long lah. I'm going to long this. Stop loss somewhere here, below the trend line, and I'm going to aim for maybe this. So bearish, bullish engulf confirmation. 3-bar reversal, I'm out. Take profit here. Okay, run. This might be the start of the new trend, because it made a lower high already. Okay, so let's see whether I'm correct. Prices went down and it stopped me out. Yeah, and this was the start of a probable new trend. And yes, I'm looking to short this pair again. I'm not looking to long at all. Any chance to... Wow, fuck. I miss. Yeah, you wait for the closing of the day. Oh, Chibai. Chibai. Missed this trade. I could have shorted here. Chibai. No chance to short at all. This wouldn't be a good shot, yeah. Higher? Okay. Oh. Higher. Okay, so there's two zones that I'll be looking to short this pair at. First zone is here. Second zone is here. I hope for the double top. Double top will give you the best profits. Okay. Okay, guys. Since it gives me a doji, let's try a short. I'm going to short here. Stop loss above the pin bar, which is above the previous pin bar, which is here. You can see above it, and I'm looking to take profit somewhere here. Okay, at the support area. Stop out. Died. Okay, died. Then I'll be looking to short here. Okay. Ah fuck! Don't tell me it turns here. I'll be damn pissed. Okay, good. Yeah. I'll key in the order now. I'll short at this point. At this point, my stop loss will be above the most recent high, above every single thing. Give it some allowance. My target would be the bottom of the channel, most likely. Here. I'll just be less aggressive. I'll just say 194. 194, yeah. Because this is a double top trade. Double top trade can actually go all the way down and totally crash. So actually, for me, I'm supposed to aim. I'm supposed to aim below the low lah. I by right should. Okay, I mean since there's so much shoot, let's aim for new low. Okay. So like I said, this is most like a home run trade. I don't know whether I'll get it. We'll see how the trade pans out. Whether you'll stop me out first. This is 1 to. Yeah, it's dropping. It's a 1 to 16 trade. Let's see whether it hits. Well, it's dropping them well. So you can see actually trading at a key area of support and resistance gives you very strong reversal. That's why only use the key areas to trade. And wow. Is it gonna hit? Just for fun lah. Oh fuck. Oh my god, it hit! Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, so that's it for the trading session. I want you guys to ask me questions now. Yeah, questions please. Anyway, you all can speak also now. When you mention take some profits, you go into a trade with you. I don't understand. No, I don't. So for Jenkins' question, would you recommend to put stop loss at entry after you have shown positive trade? I wouldn't. I would always like to put a stop loss at somewhere that makes sense. I give you an example. So for example here, right? This is the stop loss area you can see. So maybe you enter somewhere here. It is only after it makes, for example, you can see a higher high and a higher low, and it makes another higher high. Then I will shift up the stop loss to this because you won't expect prices to make a lower low or else you'll be out of the trade. Okay. So one of the biggest problem is this. For example, you can see your stop loss is here, and your entry is maybe here. Right. So many traders, one of the mistakes they make is after prices move in their favor, they shift their prices to break even straight away, and you realize the next retracement will actually stop them out. But actually, they are trading wrongly because this is actually the area that you should be looking at, and prices shouldn't exceed this area. You understand? Okay, so that's the first question. When you mention take some profits, when I mention take some profits is this. So for example, if I am normally entering one contract, I open two positions of 0.5 contracts and 0.5 contracts. And when prices move up, what happens is that I will take some profits. I wouldn't shift up my stop loss, but I'll be looking to add back my position somewhere here. And you realize that because I've taken some profit, I can add back a bigger position and my trade will be much more profitable. This is an advanced strategy that I'm not talking about today. Right. If you guys are interested about learning how to actually trade this strategy, I can organize another session to run through with you guys. Yeah. Any more? Any more questions? Ask away. Got even more beginner. Like I said, I think that why do we not want to have beginner session is because by right you are supposed to do the readings yourself, right? But of course, if you need basic knowledge and charting, yeah, baby peeps is one. Set time with Keith and Seng Qian, and they can guide you through also. Honestly speaking, yeah, join us in Discord. Let us guide you through the process. But the reason why we don't want to go too basic is by right we are supposed to be a community that actually guides traders to be extremely profitable instead of me giving you the basic bullshit that courses do. And this basic bullshit doesn't even teach you how to make money at all. If I use 4 hour and 1 entry as an entry point, it's fine. But you must always understand the best trades come from the daily charts where you see the patterns. Because for example, you can see, let me do some live charting now, okay? We go to GN. The biggest problem about daily is that, the biggest good thing about daily is that you can see very clearly, right? Where are the areas? GN isn't a very good example. Let me find a good example. Example, you can see GA, you can see a very clear wedge forming. Okay, see a wedge forming. But one of the problems is that if you go into the daily, some of the areas of resistance and support is something you cannot see on the daily. You go on the hourly, you cannot see on the daily, and that makes this support and resistance very, very weak. So you're not getting the best trades if you are not looking at the daily also. We'll send you a link. Right, so we will actually be slowly adding you guys into Discord lah. Okay, yeah. So yes, you can use 4 and 1 hour as an entry point, but I always encourage you guys to use the daily or 4 hour to do charting. Yeah, I recommend trading daily because that's when you learn proper price action. You don't have too many trades on a daily basis also, right? So most likely, if you are learning and you're trading daily, what happens is that you will actually at most have around 7 to 8 trades a week. Once you're more proficient, you can scale down to the 4 hour and 1 hour time zone for shorter term trades. But generally, I will encourage you guys to go study longer term trades. Yep, any more questions? Major currency pairs. Actually, I don't hold any restrictions to trading any pairs, but some people do have this strategy to trade the pairs that they like. For example, Edric, one of our traders, only trades gold. Keith and myself, we have been trading gold more frequently because I like how gold moves and it's easily predictable. Yeah, just don't take no case. Not sick. Yep. Any personal questions? Any other questions? When will be the next session? We actually don't have a next session plan. Of course, we will be trying to run the basic charting session once or twice a month for new traders. But if you need a personal mentorship session, or if you're ready, okay, what's going to happen the next step? What's going to happen is that Keith, Sensei, and myself will be trying to guide you guys through your trading plan. Okay? And when you guys do up your trading plan properly, that's when we will know how you trade. We can include you in an accountability group. And that's when you are proficient traders. That's when you become basic traders with us, junior traders. Okay? So we do hold occasional Skype sessions. I have no idea when the Skype sessions are going to be. We haven't really structured every single thing. But if you guys would like to see Skype sessions where we talk about stuff, where we do live chatting for all of you guys, more advanced strategies, feel free to request. We will try to do our best for you guys. Okay, so one last thing I want to share. This is one of my Haolian moments. Okay, so let me let me change the screen. Switch screen or window. Yeah, switch screen to this. And let me close my tabs. So you can see yeah, actually I want to organize a trader get together session. I hope that we can arrange a time so that all of you guys can get to know each other, right? Because it's the community that really sticks together, and we have something special because we have a trading community that is very rare in the world. On top of that, we do personal mentorship. Okay, so you can see I'm just going to share with you guys one thing. Where's my trading plan? Joshua, is it here? Oh. Okay. So this was a very old file that I had, and you can see this trading business plan date modified. I didn't modify it at all. It dates to 2001 and 2002. Okay, so I'm just going to switch it over. I'm more used to it. Okay, and I just want to share with you guys my trading plan when I was a young chap. At that point of time, I was 22, 23, and this was the trading plan that I did. So you can see, I'm just going to. And it's very clear, no cheating. You can see date modified, I cannot edit that. Date modified 2011, 2012. Okay, so you can see Joshua C's business plan for trading. Content, what is my mission statement, what's my goals and objective, what's my trading market beliefs, big picture that affects the world market, every single thing. And this is my content page. Okay, then from then on, what's my mission statement and goals? My mission statement, master the skill of trading and achieve financial freedom by 2019, guys. Okay, financial freedom by 2019. Right, I want to have a passive income of at least 7,000, combination of stock portfolios, business and property, $2 million in assets. Okay, life is very short. Save up 100K for opportunity fund by 2013. Support myself and family. This is all the things that I wrote very clearly. Become a professional trader by 2016. Make 6-figure income from trading by 2017, which I achieved. Have $1 million in cash savings by 2008, which I achieved also. So actually, it's very scary, like scary to the maximum. What we see over here. Then what are my goals and objectives? I didn't have this. What are my market trading beliefs? You can see, right? I really wrote down all my beliefs, all my limiting beliefs, and every single thing. Hard work is required. Long term, you can make tons from trading. You predict where the prices go. You can see every single thing. I wrote it out like crazy. I wrote out all my beliefs. I wrote out all the things that I could fall back on. My first years in trading should be focused on learning the skills. After reading Trading and Falling, this is what I believe. This belief helped me focus on the learning instead of the money. It helps me control my risk. Trade on logics and not emotions. Help me to constantly ask how I can improve myself. Helps me to focus on something called capital preservation. Every single thing. I wrote out every single thing. Trading can help me retire, have total control over my trades, close positions before the day ends. So I understand myself as a trader and I wrote out every single thing. Big picture affecting the world market. I wrote the US debt situations, Europe debt situations, rising of China and India, leaders of US, what's happening, right? Then what are my tactical trading strategies? I wrote out my clear trading strategies over here. You see, clearly written out. How will I achieve my objectives? Simple page. Dealing with my challenges and nothing. Daily trading procedures. I have a habit to follow. These are what I do. My education plan. And worst case contingency. I'm supposed to write out very fully. So you can see these are some of the worst case contingencies. I wrote out something, but it was not very complete. After halfway through, I finished my market trading beliefs. I just got tired and I started trading and I made good money. Yeah, contingencies. I believe this is a contingency. Yeah, so why am I sharing with you guys this is trading really works. That's why we are called Trading Works. Trading works for all of us if we really stick to it. We want to make trading work for you guys also. And but the passion, the effort required is something that you guys need to put in. Okay, so any last questions, guys? None? If not, I just want to say one last thing. So for us, Trading Works, me, Keith, and Seng Qian in this business is a non-profit organization. We are actually surviving on pure donations. And honestly speaking, if you guys want to contribute to the community, feel free to actually donate any amount to Seng Qian. Seng Qian is our chief treasurer. Every single cent will be used to build up this community for all of us. Like I said, there's no obligation, right? Any amount will make a smile on our faces. And I hope to see you guys around on Discord. Hope to see you guys start trading and feel free to ask us any questions. Okay? Cool, guys? So I really hope that you guys took back a lot from this session, and maybe you guys can really become much more profitable traders. Right? And one of my dreams from now until the end of the year, one of me and Keith's dream is to actually have a group of 100 traders all making 5-figure income on a monthly basis, and that's what we hope. Okay, so thank you guys for today. Thanks for dropping by. and just let's start trading using the shortest period of time. Okay. All right. So with that, see you guys. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, Keith.